Alright everyone, so I've gotten the master cylinder, the new master cylinder put into the car. Again, this is a Toyota Corolla 1996, and remember what I was a little concerned about was whether the bleeding kit that came with it would be able to work or not. So we're gonna end up trying this. I haven't start pouring any brakes fluid into the reservoir of the new master cylinder yet. I'm going to do that in a little bit. Those white barbs that came with the kit, I plugged those into the brake lines that came out of the master cylinder ports, and at least they seem to be holding pretty well. I don't see any fluid or any major fluid anyway, what I would consider to be major fluid, coming out of those ports, so those seem to be okay. I'm gonna go ahead and turn the camera off for a little bit. I'm gonna fill up the reservoir with some fluid, and then we're gonna start the camera back up when I have that done and ready to start pumping the brakes. Alright, so I've filled up the master cylinder to the max line, the reservoir of the master cylinder to the max line. And so I have some fluid in there. I'm going to zoom in just a little bit so you can see that there is some fluid. And you can see those barbs that I was talking about, those are in there. I'm going to go ahead and start pumping the brakes, and we're going to see what happens. Again, what I'm doing here is, rather than bleeding this on a bench, I'm actually bleeding it in the car because I didn't have a vise to work with. Actually, it looks like they're holding. I've pumped the brakes 2 times thus far, and it seems like they're holding. I don't see any liquid coming from the master cylinder, so I guess these do work. I'm going to pump it a few more times. We'll keep an eye on it. Alright, I guess I'm convinced that these will hold. So I guess even though they looked a little bit primitive, apparently they do work. So if you happen to buy a bleeding kit with the barbs, I guess you know what to do at this point, and you'll have some confidence that the barbs do work. Still not my favorite, because you always want to think that the ones that screw in are going to be perfectly, or going to work perfectly, but if you're on a budget, I guess you can use these. Well, thank you for watching the video.